Interesting. Sad, but interesting. You know, um, he's lying. Hey, David. I listened to Thick Shades. He's lying. He's lying. And I think, where's the proof?
That's why Bill is teaming up with the pornographer, because they both have issue. What's the pornographer's issue with Dave? Or I mean, I'm talking about Pastor Kim.
Okay. I have presented proof. Rob here has presented proof.
I'm just wondering what the porn king, Pastor Kim.
The porn king. There's a guy named the Tone King in the guitar community, the porn king. That's like freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
And some people were upset, understandably, because it's upsetting stuff, right? But the proof was presented.
He's the porn king no, that's not fair. Let's be honest. There are a lot of people that are bigger in the porno industry than Pastor Kim.
I'll just say this. I did create a channel. I didn't use it, really, other than leave a couple comments so far, but it was help for fakes. And honestly, my idea of fakes usually is directed at those who are running around calling people fakes. They get off on it. They like hurting people. It's like this. Look, I'll add it. Let's just see what we got. See what happens. Go ahead and talk, Anthrax.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. How you doing, Bruce? Rob?
It's the unknown culprit. Oh, I see who you are. I don't know.
I've come here to infect you. I'm just joking. That's our British humour.
I am actually having a hard time with it at this point. I mean, to be honest, I'll straight up, man. I'm not seeing oil boards after. I'm not seeing evidence. I don't know that I want to see evidence. I know that you guys each have each other's addresses, dragging each other into court. You've got phone numbers, family members. I mean, holy hell! What in the world? Why? Like, I think the last conversation we had, I suggested backing away, right?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Bruce, what you're not aware of is you're only getting one side of the story. I told you last night my hands are legally tied. Let's just say everything I'm doing is defensive. Everything the other party is doing is offensive.
And the only reason I allow you to talk about this at all is simply that from the attacks I've gotten.
Yeah, well, that's a tactic they'll use, Bruce.
Could be possible, maybe. I did allow Bill. He could have come on here for 2 chats. He turned it down, and he did send me things that you had said. It did sound pretty nasty. I have to admit, it was pretty weird.
Yeah, a lot, like I said, Bruce.
Well, I did listen. I didn't listen to everything.
Sure.
Listened to bits and pieces.
Go ahead, Rob. You was going to say something.
No, I was just going to say I got to go. So,
sure, yeah. I only came in here, Bruce, to just say to you, I'm glad you didn't close your channel down.
Well, it's not really that important. I mean, honestly. I mean,
no, you're a good guy and all.
I do enjoy the time, but in all honesty, I mean, it's just another YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course it is. The trouble is, everybody seems to think that if it's on YouTube, it must be true.
Yeah. Take care, Rob.
See you. Yeah, I love Rob. All I'm going to say to your question is proof and all of that. What he actually put up is proof enough. He's not there anymore, is he?
Where?
At the church.
What do you mean?
Is that what you was talking about?
Wait, you're saying that he was kicked out of the church?
I reported him for his behaviour.
Well, yeah, I don't even know what the behaviour was.
I never come in here to talk about that anyway, Bruce. I just came in here to say I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah, I mean, he showed evidence that it is church wrote him things. It seems that to me that he wasn't kicked out. So,
well, he's not there, is he, anymore? So there must be a reason why he's not.
Well, hell yeah, he could have chose to leave.
He could say that, but you know, I know what I did, Bruce, and my whole family saw what I did, and he got canned. or they moved him on. You know, it wasn't a paid job, Bruce. He was just there. It's not a big church. It's a little village hall.
I suppose I mean, for me, I mean, I understand that. I appreciate you wanting to share that, but in all honesty,
Yeah.
this stuff, it's ugly enough.
Oh,
Right.
it's very ugly.
And let me just explain, this is ugly enough that I think if you want to talk about it and share it, you should put it on the internet yourself or.
Oh, I'm going to. That's what I said to
That's
you.
what I mean. Like, I don't want to, I mean, I don't know anything about it. I don't
Of course you
really
don't.
wanna
And you
know
don't want to know, do you?
It's like, no, I don't. Not this.
Exactly. And that's why when I came in here, Rob, I just came in here to say that I'm glad you didn't close your channel down.
Well, I appreciate
I'm not here
that.
to join in with all this drama. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I see that if I don't agree with the way certain people are acting, next thing you know, those guys came up against me and saying that I'm allowing it, this and that. It's like, no.
no, you're being fair. You're listening to both sides.
Yeah.
And you're giving an unbiased opinion, correct?
Well, yeah.
Then that's right, Rob. That's what Bruce, that's what you should do. You should be unbiased either way.
All I was saying was that when they're saying that Ryan did this and David did this, I'm saying, okay, then show the evidence. You're going to say that he read something, but he never actually showed it. So I'm like,
Look, I've had
proof of anything.
what's his name? I've had Bill's address for about 5 years, and the way I got it was from someone very close to him. It's not the way that he's portrayed. But the point is,
Right. Unfortunately, though, here on YouTube, there's people that are very close to people that just show
Sure.
stuff like that. They do it all the time. I see they say,
I
they
know.
get mad at somebody, and then they just share all it. It's like, what the hell? I mean, this is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous and it's dangerous. And you're forgetting one thing, right, Bruce, is they've been doing it to me for 9 years. 9 years. That's a long time, Bruce.
I'm only going to say it's fair that I'm just going to put this here in case Bill's watching, or,
Oh, of course he is.
well, then he's welcome to join, because I'm not going to leave it that he can't talk. You know,
I'll tell you what, Bruce.
very
After October, right? After October, I'm going to have an open hangout, and he is going to be the first one that I'm going to invite.
okay. You know,
Okay.
yeah,
But he's going to see me before that.
right. Like I
Okay.
said, I don't, but I knew that, well, the thing with Andy and I wasn't related to that.
I know that. I watched it, and I understand. You got pissed because he was talking about your wife. Your wife has got nothing to do with this.
Yeah, this is just a YouTube thing where some people
Exactly.
have-
Bruce, I would get pissed off if somebody started asking questions about my wife, and I would react in exactly the same way. Why you beating yourself up over this is stupid, because
Right.
you did no more than any other guy would do.
Right.
You were
Call it a
protecting your
joke.
wife.
Right. Then they call it a joke and then cry about it. Well, you don't play jokes.
Oh, well, that's right. You know, don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. That's the bottom line. You know, I want all this crap to end. My wife wants this to end. My whole family wants this to end. And I'm not in the driver's seat, all right? I know it's hard for you to believe that, but the bottom line is, Bruce, I am not in the driver's seat. This is not my party. It's the other half, all right? There's stuff you don't know, and there's stuff I can't
Right,
actually
right.
tell you, Bruce. All right?
Okay.
But I assure you, right, when it all comes to court, I won't have any worries at all. None at all.
Yeah. It's,
And it's already been there once, Bruce. You're
Right.
forgetting that in
Well,
2016.
No, I didn't forget it. I knew that it happened, but I just kind of figured, well, there must have been no deal, because he just kind of got.
No, he's misconstrued all of that. He's completely twisted and turned out. And I can prove it because I've got the documents right in front of me, right? All he had to do was walk away and stop. That
So,
lasted.
But here's the thing, like, in all honesty, suppose after that happened, right? If you would have totally walked away.
I did.
And
I
then-
did, Bruce. I didn't come back online until that hangout with you and Rob. What was it? A couple of months ago now.
Wow.
That was the first time I came back online, Bruce. That's a fact.
Oh,
Okay, so I did walk away.
wow. And you were
Okay.
still getting harassed?
Of course, I've got tons. I've got 3 terabytes. That's a lot of data. 3 terabytes of people talking about me, making up all kinds of evil shit about me, and I had to sit here and watch it. I was reporting it to the local police force all the time, and this is logged with the police, Bruce. The police aren't going to lie.
Is it like just, you know, comments, ignorant comments, or, well, anyhow, I don't know.
It was channels, spoof accounts, comments, videos, mocking. You know, it's just ridiculous. All right. To be honest, Bruce, I'm not here to seek the approval of other people. Right. As I said to you before, I just came in here to tell you that I'm glad that you didn't shut your channel down, and you shouldn't feel guilty for defending your wife, because
Well,
what he said was creepy. It was creepy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and there's you know, I don't care who's going to be an apologist for that, but we were sitting here watching that, and I've got that all, by the way, because I recorded it with a screen capture device, and it was creepy, and it was out of order, and it was totally inappropriate. All right, so don't go around knocking yourself out and letting these people make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah, and
You did the honourable thing.
And like I said, I didn't give him a choice. It wasn't like, well, hey, would you please remove these? It's like, you better remove them or you're going to be kicked. That was the only choice he had.
Bruce, everybody gets angry, for crying out loud. That's what makes us human. And if it makes you feel any better, Bruce, that particular individual has the very same effect on me all the freaking time, and that's exactly what he wants.
Well,
so don't let it get to you.
What bothered me then is then to come in with the peaceful loving, the whole peaceful loving, I love everybody, and I want them all to go to heaven and all this. And then I see that kind of like thing he called a joke, and I'm like, hey, bud. In real life, that's why I told the one lady, like, you've never seen me in real life. Like, I'm a moron. I'm an idiot.
You're not a moron, Bruce.
Oh, no, I am.
If you was no, you're not. If you was a moron, I wouldn't be talking to you, right, Bruce? I don't have time. I don't suffer fools gladly.
Well, in other words, I'm not really wording it, and I'm wording it in a way.
You're just human, Bruce. You lost your temper.
No, I'm not going on about that. I don't really want to go into. I'm just not saying much. That's all.
That's fine.
It's fine. You know, I mean, it's just the way I am, and the way a lot of people are, and because of that, we learn to respect one another.
Yeah, I agree.
The lives we live in, whether we're on the internet, and I realize within reason on the internet it's going to go a little bit off, but in everyday life, how we treat one another, we often do that just because we know what's right or wrong, but also because somebody's standing right in front of you. And generally speaking, I don't care if the guy's 3 feet tall. You're not going to say crap like that. Because,
no, of course not.
I mean, he might, who the heck knows? You know, you just don't do that, you know. And, you know, but I mean, it's whether, like I said earlier, whether you're beating up some innocent person in the street or whatever somebody's doing, and you're watching this, some people stand around and watch and some don't.
I know, I understand where you're coming from. I've been listening to you hang out, Bruce, and it pisses you off for the injustice, correct?
I think it's a shame to see people take a religion that many people want to follow and live by and have faith in, and then turn it into a monstrous, evil thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's being justified.
I understand. I understand your frustration.
As what they call true Christianity. To me, that's very sad to watch.
Right, I'm going to leave you with somebody. I was doing providing a big PA system in a massive church for a big funeral. Believe it or not, there was like 1,500 people were there, and I got talking to the local church, you know, the Anglican priest, and I was talking to him about fundamentalism. And do you know what he said?
Well, I'm sure he doesn't like it.
No fun, lots of mental. And on that, I'm going to leave.
Well,
that made you laugh, didn't it, Bruce?
no, because I don't agree with it. Only
You don't? Okay.
well, I do to some degree, but I do know fundamentalists that really are good people.
I'm sure.
And let's say the term after 9/11, I think often people began to call themselves evangelicals. They didn't want to be, connected to the name fundamental because of fundamentalism.
Yeah.
And radicals.
Well, Rob was talking about universalism, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. you know, I've had similar issues with that myself. You know, as he said, tears in heaven, and I understand that.
Sure.
But I mean, you know, there's so many interpretations of the Bible, but what does it basically say? God judges people by their hearts and by their deeds, not by their religion or their banner that they're
Well, I mean, as the true, I call them fake fundamentalists, right? Okay, that's why I call them fake Christians. The true
Yeah.
Christian that's proud to run around and say, "I am a true Christian. You're a fake."
under. Yeah. What do you think of Jan Boshoff?
Well, I think he's nuts.
Yeah, okay, but do you think
Way
he's
off,
do
way
you think
off.
do you think he's a fake, or do you think he's sincere?
I suspect he's probably sincere. I think he's dangerous.
I think so too, and I would not judge him for anything. You know.
Oh, I would.
Well, that's up to you. You know,
Well,
I can tell you this much.
Here's what I saw John Boshoff do one time.
Yeah.
It always stuck with me.
Oh, he's done some crazy things.
He
You
was.
remember when he shaved all his hair off and his eyebrow?
I don't care what he did. Well, that way, I did that nearly today. But what I did see him do,
You
what?
did what?
oh, never mind. What I saw him
No, I want to know more now. This is interesting.
Yeah, I shaved and cut my hair today online.
You cut your own
saw-
hair.
I tried. What I saw him do, though, I didn't wet it and everything and make it
Good.
bright or anything. I just kind of hacked at it. But what I saw him do, though, was tell people that were taking medication.
Yeah, I heard of that one as well.
And,
You know.
and I watched it. I watched this happening. And remember, I was in the comments going, hey, you can't do that, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It was
But-
years ago. Well, wait a minute,
Yeah.
though.
I know what you're going to say, and now he's got cancer, and he had
No,
chemotherapy.
no,
Okay,
I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
okay, where
My
you go?
problem with it is, do you realize that there's people that could have had serious psychological issues that would stop taking their meds based on this
And died.
screwball teachings? Morgan
Of course.
died. Well, they could have killed her. Who the heck knows what could have happened? You don't do this to people. He's
No.
a screwball. That's why I say he's nuts.
But sincere.
Bad. I don't care if he's, well, they're sincerely evil people.
His thing, right, about him. Have you? Do you know that?
That's a horrible teaching.
Bruce, take a
Very
breath.
dangerous.
Take a breath.
No, because he's gay.
Yes. Calm
Nope.
down.
Nope. I'm allowed.
Think happy thoughts, Bruce. Think-
No,
Think-
no. This is like saying you're having.
He
a
stopped
child.
taking chemotherapy. Did you know that?
Well, I don't care what he did.
Oh,
No,
come on, Bruce. You don't mean that.
No, I wish the best for the guy as a human being, but
That's what I mean.
He has screwball teachings. I don't.
Of course.
And I'm not going to agree with much of anything.
You was talking about Isaiah a little while ago, wasn't you?
Oh, that's nuts. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, he was crazy. He used to go. What did he used to cook on dung, and he was naked?
Okay, but that's not the same as telling people to destroy their lives because
Of
God's
course.
telling you to do this.
Of
That's
course.
what Boshoff taught. He taught
Yeah.
people to freaking totally destroy their lives.
Yeah.
And
He's dying now. You know that, don't you? He's
Well,
dying.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
And
I am
he stopped
sorry.
taking chemotherapy. Announced that a couple of months ago.
That's a shame. That's very
Well,
sad.
you know what I'm saying to you is, Bruce. He's sincere in what he believes, and he's willing to die for it. I admire him for that.
How's he dying by? He stopped. A lot of people stopped.
He's refused to take chemotherapy,
All right,
and he's going to die naturally.
Okay, yeah, people. I've known people that were atheists and believers.
What
Whatever.
I was going to say to you, Bruce, is you know, I don't follow Jan Boshoff, and I never have. But what my point is about him is he's never made sock accounts, he's never cloned, he's never made, you know, false allegations. He just does what he believes.
Okay.
Everybody hates
And you
him.
know what? You have a good point there.
That's all I'm trying to get to, Bruce. That's all I'm trying to say. You was talking about fake Christians and all of that. I think that he's sincere in what he believes, and freedom of religion, Bruce. That's what it's all about. That's what the world's in a mess over.
Right.
Everybody should be entitled to believe what they like. No one has the right to say, you've got to believe what I believe, otherwise you're going to hell. That's
Well, okay. So my question would be: does Boshoff teach that you have to?
absolutely he does. He said some way out wacky and nasty things like babies. I mean, come on. Nah. But what I'm just saying to is he's sincere in what he
Well,
believes.
right. But I mean,
Right or wrong.
David Koresh was probably sincere.
Oh man. Phew.
Well, my point is, I mean, just because somebody's sincere doesn't mean I have to respect
Yeah.
them. I mean,
Yeah.
I may hope for them the best in life, but I certainly don't respect what they're teaching if it's
No.
that far off and whacked out, you know.
That's why I gave my soul to Satan.
Well, Khrushchev has taught things that I feel are dangerous to people. And so,
Yeah, of
for
course.
the reason I don't like what he teaches.
Yeah,
I think but then again, to jump, I don't know. You can jump to another extreme where you can do anything you want to do. He was super holiness, super works based, whatever.